Hey, what's up guys, Kevin for Life here. Today I'm going to be showing you Ortega method on 2x2. Okay, before we start, I recommend already know layer by layer. If you don't, go check out my video on it. So, on layer by layer, you have to get a layer like this. All the colors matched, but on Ortega, you just have to get a side, and then you just solve the top face, and then you just finish the rest. It's a lot faster than layer by layer, but you do need to learn a couple of new algs, which makes it a little bit harder to learn. So let's get into the algs. Okay, of course, so just solve your side, and then, yeah, that's the first step. So the second step is solving the top face. So I'll show you all the 7 cases. Okay, the first algorithm is called soon. You should already know this from layer by layer, or if you know 3 by 3. You'll hold it like this. You can recognize it. There's a dot in the bottom left, and there's a dot sticking out like here. You do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Top side is soft. Okay, in this case, you have another dot right here, but there's no sticking out dot right here. Instead, it's right here. So you put it in back, and this is called anti-soon. You probably know it, but some of you probably don't. If you know like CFOP, of course you know it. Or like if you know like Tuluk Olel, but you hold it like this and do R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Okay, your next case, you have a bar right here, and you have 2 dots across from each other. And you do, hold it like this, and you do R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. That's just sledgehammer at the end. Just like this, sledgehammer, finished. Okay, your next case, it looks like this. You have 2 diagonals right here, and you have a dot right here. So you do F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. That's just the beginning of the Y perm, if you know the Y perm. Okay, your next case, it looks like this. You have a bar right here, but instead of being across from each other, they're right there next to each other. So you hold it like this, you F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. It's known as sexy move. So just like F, sexy F prime. Okay, your next case, you don't have anything on the top, but you have a bar right here and 2 dots across from each other. So you do F, double sexy, F prime. Pretty simple. So you recognize it like this. F, double sexy, F prime. Okay, your last case, you have nothing on top again, but you have 2 bars in the front and the back. It's R2, U2, R, U2, R2. Okay, how I remembered it is think of R and U, and the first 2 steps are just R2, U2. You can just remember that by muscle memory. And then in the middle, it's R, and then the first 2 steps you did R2, U2. Now you just reverse it and do U2, R2. That's how I learned it. Okay, your last step is called PBL, permutation of both layers. So, because on layer by layer, of course you have the layer, but on PBL, you don't. So, first step, the first case, it looks like this. Bar on top, nothing on bottom, no bar or whatever, nothing. It's R, U prime, R, F2, R, U, R prime. Pretty simple. Okay, your next case, you have, instead of the bar on top, you have the bar on bottom and nothing on top. You could just do a Z2 and then do the alg from before, but I like to just mirror it. So L, D prime, L, F2, L prime, D, L prime. Okay, the next case you should probably already know if you know 3x3. It's just the T perm. But you could also replace it with like the A perm. Or some people use the J perm. Plenty of options, but you get the point. Okay, your next case is called the Y perm. You have all the bottoms correct, but nothing on the top. It's just the Y perm from 3x3. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And then you just do that case from earlier. And then, here's it fast. You could also replace it with like an N perm. Or sometimes people even do E perms. But I like to stick with Y perms. Okay, next case, you have like kind of like 3 sides. It's just like they're all in line, but like 2 bars. You do, and these 2 need to be swapped, and these 2 need to be swapped. You do R2, U prime, B2, U2, R2, U prime, R2. Note that you can, even if they're not the same color and they're bars, you can do the same algorithm, but you'll just have to do like an AUF at the end. Okay, the last case is like, it's like the hardest one of all, guys. Look, these need to be swapped diagonally, and it's just R2, B2, R2. It's really hard. I mean, it's just, I can't even memorize it sometimes. Okay, thank you guys for watching this Ortega method tutorial. It's getting you into more advanced methods like CLL or EG or TCLL. It's just kind of like a step up from like layer by layer or whatever. So I hope you guys liked the new intro I got. Dixie Cubing actually made it for me, so shout out to him. Link will be in the description. And he made me a outro too, so you'll see that in like a couple seconds. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.